We're live.
Yeah, hello everyone, and welcome to the very first Video Games Ahoy stream on this here Twitch. I'm with the fabulous Dav Gabe.
Hello.
We're about to check out some new gameplay for the PlayStation exclusive Ghost of Tsushima. So, Dav, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to go down?
We face our enemy head on. When
So,
we take their life,
I don't know what's going to go down, but I'm excited either way.
Yeah, man.
I
and respect.
don't have a PS4, but I do have an appreciation for all things video
This is
games.
what makes us.
Yeah.
And Ghost of Tsushima is one that's really stuck out to me as having a lot of I feel like it's given a lot, but we still know nothing.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. It must be interesting coming from an Xbox only perspective.
Well,
in
Xbox
that,
and the Switch.
well, but from that perspective of that, you know that you're not necessarily going to be able to play it unless you get on PS Now on PC or what have you. But yeah, man, I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited. We were talking just before we started, but it's very similar to Sekiro, but I think this appeals to me a lot more. Yeah, because I know that game from it's very similar, but I think because it's everything we've seen so far, it looks so story driven, and I just yeah, I'm so excited.
We do what we must
for sure.
Very, very excited.
That is why you and I
It's
are
going to be
both
about what,
survivors.
20 minutes of gameplay
samurai.
reveal, we hope.
No, you.
Yeah,
Nice.
we hope.
More than that.
Yeah, it's going to be.
You are the ghost.
Oh, I'm wondering if I've got an echo
Convince
here.
your people to join me.
I do.
And I will give them peace.
That sounds like Benedict Wong. I wonder if it is.
That's my hero. How long have we got? 6 minutes.
Yeah,
nothing.
6 minutes until we. Oh my! I tell you what, Summer Games Fest. I'm loving it
it's-
so far.
It's been so good. To be fair, Jeff Keighley, he's done amazing. Considering E3 was just stopped. At least there's something that's we're coming back to all the time. There's been some great releases even over the last week. I know Nintendo's nothing to do with
Better than the Mongols.
everything that's going on, but at least even they've kind of joined in, like with today, announcing the new Paper Mario. Yeah,
It looks good. It looks like
it does look great.
it kind of remembers what was good about the old ones, but not like trying to just rehash out.
Yeah.
Just trying to do something.
Totally. I mean, it will be my first Paper Mario game,
Yeah.
which I think is shambolic on my behalf.
Well, I mean, I'm playing through Ocarina. Hello, Freethinker. I'm playing through Ocarina at the time.
Hey,
That's
Freethinker.
first time. That's pretty shambolic.
Yeah, with
Sacrifice
shameful.
everything.
Well, yeah,
for my
shameful.
There
home.
are
both of us,
blind
but-
spots in our gaming histories, and it's not forgivable.
But again, I think a lot of my blind spots, I said this before with like Metroid Prime, is GameCube era games is essentially what I missed out on.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so excited. I mean, yeah, let's not talk about GameCube. Let's talk about this. I mean,
Adverts. No. Get away, adverts.
Stadia. Do you know? Did I tell you I had a free Stadia pass for like a month? I think they gave out a free Stadia pass which had a few games. I think I spoke to you about it before. They gave me Destiny 2, I think it was. I didn't play it. I obviously I accepted it.
Yeah.
I looked at it. I was like, oh, do you know what? It's really not worth the hassle and setup.
Yeah, I mean, they did a thing where it's like 2 months free Stadia Pro. So I signed up for that. And I've only been playing Grid, the racing game on it, really.
Yeah. Oh, that was the game you said we could play together, and I was like, I love it in theory, but
Yeah. I've had
Is it gonna hold up?
issues with it every time I played it.
I was gonna say-
only like maybe for like a couple of seconds in
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
session. So like,
but still,
but I don't get that when I'm playing.
no.
Something like anything on the console,
Or
like
or even
something
just
on
playing
my
locally.
iPad. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think Stadia has a way to go yet, but
Yeah,
early,
for sure.
early signs are fairly promising. It's just anyway, we're not here to talk about how rubbish Stadia is.
yeah, we're here to
Look
talk
at
about
this.
Tsushima. Oh, here we go.
There's some kind of bomb magic stuff going on as well. But we have less than 3 minutes left until we see new Ghost of Tsushima
The
footage.
ghost.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, man, yeah. I think it's interesting because the company's famous for Infamous, which I've actually not played. I mean, again, it's another series of games that I've not played and just listing stuff I have played. But
Yeah.
I know my brother did, and he always enjoyed them. He always rated the games. He always thought they were quite good. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what they can do. From everything we've seen previously, the combat in particular, I've really enjoyed. I just think the setting as well. Oh man,
Really interested to find out, because that's the gas gameplay right there.
yeah.
So like, I'm interested to see how it feels. Obviously, we won't know that after today. We might get more of an idea of what a combat situation will feel like when you're
Yeah,
in it,
absolutely.
you know? So yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, we get some pretty saucy stuff going on.
Saucy.
Oh,
Are you able to, on the ones that I'm trying to find, they're not able to actually maximize the screen. It's really weird.
oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
I am, because I have a loophole where if you stream through your YouTube app and you make a queue and you stream it to your TV, it'll just put the image of it up like that.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
But
There
yeah,
we go.
We've got less than a minute, so I'll leave it up here. Premiere will begin shortly. Oh, here we go. Come on, come on. Where is it? Come on, hurry up.
I mean, what I'm excited about as well is a lot of it is going to be focusing on gameplay,
Yeah.
which is something that was severely lacking during the Xbox experience we had recently. We won't get into that, but yeah.
Do you think they'll announce it for PS5 today?
I think so, because it's I mean, it's almost on the cusp of being at that stage. Maybe they'll say it will eventually come, but I do think they'll say July PS4, and then or maybe you'll be able to play it on your PS5. But
Yeah, because
knows?
obviously Microsoft have got this smart delivery system,
which is great.
which is great. I wonder if Sony are going to announce something kind of similar, where like
Yeah.
if you own maybe a first party game. Oh, something went wrong. Brilliant. Of course it did. Bollocks. Bear with us, chat.
I've got mine on GameSpot. So you know what? The only stream I can find.
Here we go. 144.
Perfect.
So now it's live. If you go to PlayStation's YouTube, you should find it strong.
Perfect. Let's go there. It was kind of weird. They left it so late. Let's have a look.
Here we go. 119.
Perfect.
I think we will see some horse combat, like horse riding.
Yeah.
I want to see actual game. Like when you throw a bomb, I want to see what it actually looks like.
Yeah.
Not just like, ooh, nice particle effects. I want to see different weapons being used. I want to see if there's any ranged combat being used. I want to see a full boss battle. I'd love to see a full boss battle. I don't want it to just be the story. So I think we're close enough now. We need to see how this game's going to properly play.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I think, and also no one wants. We know that it's going to have it might have the basis of a good story.
Yeah.
We've already seen what it could have there, so I don't actually want to know any more about the story. I'm sold on that. I don't need to know any more of that. I just want to see more gameplay. I just want to see it running. I want to see what it looks like when I'm going to play it, and I think that's what a lot of people are expecting as well.
For sure.
Here we go. 14 seconds.
Keep talking.
Yeah. 10 seconds. We're almost in.
Now there's an echo on the stream, I'm sure. I'm sorry, guys. Alright. That'll do.
Here we go. Oof.
What was that? What was that a link? That must have been a clue
Yeah.
to something.
PS5?
Maybe that's what the PS5 loading
Maybe?
screen will look like. Here we go with the lovely leaves falling down.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
Hello everyone, I'm Jason Connell from Sucker Punch
Oh, it's
Productions.
a talkie thing.
We have a lot
Interesting.
to show you today about Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
Combat, customization, special modes.
This is
But
what I'm talking
first,
about. Deep
Let's
dive.
take a look at how you explore.
Oh man,
the
it looks so
world of
beautiful
Tsushima.
already.
People in chat, feel free to shout out. Exploring Tsushima. Tsushima or Tsushima? How are we going?
I think it's Tsushima, but that
We're
could just
Tsushima
be me.
family. Ah, look at that.
Oh my
Exploration
goodness.
has been at the heart of our open world design since the very beginning. But you can't have exploration if you don't have curiosity. So we've continually asked ourselves, how can we let the island guide you in the most thematic and immersive ways possible?
What's that free thinker about Marvel? Ooh, okay.
Oh wow.
You know you have that sinking feeling sometimes where you realize that something is just a video game?
Man, this looks incredible.
There
What I
we
love
go.
as well, you can see that they're just getting the most out of the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
You can, at this point, you know this is the last one of the last games on the hardware, because just look at it, they've got everything out of the game. It's so smooth.
Mm.
There's,
Full gust of wind at any point, any time to point you in the right direction.
goodness me. It's the sky. I can't stop looking at the sky.
Some people getting taken down by a bear. Casual as you like.
The guiding wind can take you to all kinds of locations in the game, like this farmstead that's been taken over by the Mongols. It can also take you to your next big story moments, or even help you find rare collectibles. But what about the things that you don't know about, that you haven't seen yet, that you don't know exist? Keep your eyes peeled for other visual cues. Smokestacks on the horizons, interesting and odd-shaped trees, or maybe even animals trying to get your attention.
Quickly, Nobu.
It's all quite dark at the moment.
It is. It is.
Yagata Forest. How you feeling, Johnny? Is this a game you want to explore?
Man, I'm already. Oh. This is to me becoming a perfect game already. I can just see that I'm going to enjoy this.
Big words. Perfect game.
No, but just from my experience of just looking at it, it's everything that I like in games.
Yeah.
You know?
Stay away, my lord. The spirits of vengeful samurai haunt this
And I love how
forest.
they're making things organic as well, like the guiding wind. It just makes. It just feels organic. The game, I mean, it looks it.
Let's go, Nobu.
Still want to see combat though. Let's see how the combat plays.
I'm not seeing anything new though. Like just feels like a nice looking Japanese version
Yeah.
of 100 games I've already played before.
Yeah, I think that is one thing you could say. I mean, it's the start of the game at the moment, isn't it? It's been like that for the last 5 years, since like The Witcher 3,
Yeah.
or maybe even before there was Skyrim. But especially since The Witcher 3, this is kind of just how games are, which is fine. But yeah, I can see why that would get tiring for some people. It's the music as well.
The music's beautiful.
The music is beautiful. It is giving me a Breath of the Wild vibe, if I'm being honest, but there is still more there than what there is in Breath of the Wild.
Tsushima is rich with exploration and discovery, and whether you're just following a string of torii gates that'll lead you to a high mountain shrine, or maybe it's just a fox trying to show you something hidden in the woods. Either way, bring your sense of adventure and let the wind guide you.
See, that looks lovely.
Yeah, it really does.
Lord Sakai.
It's running at 60 frames per second, right?
Um,
It's looking very
it does look
smooth.
very smooth, doesn't it?
Not that I know much about that. I'm just making myself sound like an idiot. They're running at 60 frames per second.
You know, I think it is at 60.
It does
but
look
I think
like
it's
it
streaming
is.
at 30. See, that looks lovely. That looks actually really Breath of the Wild, isn't it? With
It's
the,
definitely the vibe.
the
One of the
smokestack at the mountain.
yeah.
Hi, this is Nate Fox from Sucker Punch.
Hello, Nate Fox. from
Now,
Sucker
we
Punch.
just showed you some exploration, but let's switch
Here we go.
gears and check out some combat.
Got to pick up that bamboo on the way.
Just casually picking up
Yeah.
bamboo. The old bamboo, innit?
The old bamboo, the old bamboo.
If you've ever seen a samurai movie, you know what to expect. Two warriors sizing each other up,
There comes a standoff.
waiting for the other to make the first move.
Fight me!
Okay.
Pirlia corpe! Videa!
Okay. Oh wow. That's interesting.
What are they showing us there?
Yeah, is it?
As
Is
you
that
can
what
see,
combat
the
is
Mongols
always
are
like, or is it?
everywhere on this island? For Jin to succeed, he has to use real skillful precision in fighting them. No wasted energy. Every strike must count.
Oh, that was.
Sateki! Asa! Turret!
Okay. It's just looking a bit like the old Assassin's Creed Batman type combat.
Kinda, yeah. It kind of feels like there's a parry system in a way.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
about timing.
Which I like, and it makes sense. It makes sense if you're gonna play a samurai game. You know.
Yeah, but I think the. Oh, there we go. You get different stances.
Right. Okay.
So that one seems a much more fluid stance. I think stone stance is that back off one hit kind of thing.
Right, yeah.
This seems much more fluid. And then I think you don't just play a samurai. I think you also like play as a ninja as well.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that was really pleasing to watch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, as he murders someone.
Jin
Oh,
the
a lot
Ghost.
of people. Okay, this must be the ninja, right? As in, like, the gameplay for that.
Okay, so that was Jin fighting as a samurai. But now let's see him take on the same group of Mongols as the dishonorable Ghost. As the Ghost, he'll use every dirty trick he can think up to even the odds, even using fear as a weapon.
Hui! Arvo! Yasambe!
Damn, son.
I do wonder what the combat system's like when you get hit, though. Like how often.
I was thinking that.
Because it seems quite easy to kill them in a sense that it only takes like 1 or 2 hits, because that seems quite natural. You know, they would only take 2 hits, maybe, or 3, maybe sometimes 1 to kill someone. So I'm interested to see how many hits you can take.
Some firecrackers. Chain assassination. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but slaughter. I want to see a slaughter. Did you see that?
Yeah. I do like the fact you can change stances though. That feels at least different. At least trying to be different to everything else. You know, the way you stand will change things up. But I mean, I'm currently playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and there's a lot of there's a lot of similarities I'm seeing. Anyway, but there's still enough difference. I think I'm definitely gonna buy this game. I mean, I know that much anyway. Oh, that was nice.
I think I would go samurai all the way.
Really?
Just to vary it up, because I've just played through 2 Assassin's Creed games back to back.
Fair enough.
This just feels like another one.
At least it gives you the option though, and I do like games that give you the option to play like that. I mean, I think most games do give you the option.
Yeah.
But this really does feel like a very, very contrasting style of play. But again, I still want to see what it's like when you take damage. I want to see how you know, because I think that will change things up. If you can only take a couple of hits as well, it does change things. It is very visually pleasing though. Like the graphics are, like I said, very smooth. It does look really beautiful.
Yeah.
You might have noticed that while fighting as the samurai, or sneaking around as the ghost, Jin had on a different set of armor. That's because the armor in this game
like
actually gives you different mechanical advantages. It's not just the way it looks. It helps accent your chosen playstyle. As you explore the world, you'll discover Omamori charms. They'll give you an edge in battle. But more importantly, as your legend grows, you'll develop all new techniques which transform Jin from a samurai into the ghost.
Tell me this gets you
pumped up. The thing is, you get to decide how those techniques evolve and grow over time. It's always worth keeping an eye out for dye flowers. Find enough of them, and you can change the color of an armor. So not only do you get to choose how the ghost gameplay evolves, but you can fine-tune the look as well.
Do you know, one thing will be interesting if they, because it is Japan, to see if they do include anything to do with earthquakes or any natural disasters. I'm not saying they should, but it does. That would be different, you know, like that would be something different.
It wouldn't be a Sucker Punch game if it didn't have photo mode. In our new photo mode, we have features such as color grading, depth of field, so you can focus on the right objects.
Really? We're talking about
we have a bunch of new
today?
features that really underline the motion.
When it says special mode,
that's so
so
great
I
about
was
our
expecting
game.
something cool.
You can control the wind's direction, the speed.
I mean,
you
in
can change
fairness,
out the particles,
if you
the
are
different
into
types
photo
of
modes,
leaves and
this does
fireflies.
look
Yeah, this does look great.
You can even select a track of music from our original score that might be a little bit more fitting. So if you're
It's just a nice option to have, really, isn't it? It's not for me. I really don't care about it, but I think a lot of people do. It's quite nice. And again, the presentation in this game does look really, really gorgeous.
This is what I would be doing.
I was going to say, do you play with subs or dubs? How do you go with Japanese, specifically when the game is spoken originally in a different language?
So, not Japanese, but A Plague Tale Innocence.
A Japanese
set in
voice track
France.
option
So I
with
got the French
subtitles
voice
is a
track
perfect
and
fit
the
for
English
the game.
subtitles, and
So I'm happy to say that
Yeah.
before the first scene even starts, you'll be able to turn this option on.
yeah, I would definitely do this in Japanese.
Yeah, I think I would as well.
Obviously with English subtitles.
何を申す
I think I'm fluent in Japanese by the end of my
侍どころじゃない
30
よ
days playing this, I imagine.
このお方は猛虎を打ち滅ぼすため
I'll be doing Xenoblade Chronicles in Japanese, I think. I don't know, maybe.
That's the one. Well, there's a lot of hate for the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 English.
Here at Sucker Punch,
Translation,
we're
so-
huge fans of samurai cinema.
Oh
We wanted
man,
to create a way for you to feel like you're playing your favorite samurai movie.
Oh, that's nice.
So we
Yeah,
created
it
a
is.
windy,
That's so different
black
as well.
and white, film grained out mode that you can turn on from the very beginning of the game.
Oh, I'd be so tempted to play the whole game like that.
yeah. Definitely, if I was doing a second playthrough, I would definitely play it like that. Oh. Oh. Just fawning over this. I can't stop just gasping.
Today, we've
Was
shared
that
with
it?
you some of the unique
Yeah, it
ways
is.
that you can explore the island of Tsushima. We've also shared with you some of the ways that you can fight as a samurai, or assassinate as the ghost, or customize Jin, or play in special ways. But we have so much more to show you in the future. Ghost of Tsushima comes out on July 17th. Thank you so much for watching today. We'll see you later.
Is that the same day as Paper Mario?
I don't know when Paper Mario is coming out. I know it's in July, but
I think it is. I think it's July 17th as well.
yeah. So looking at that, I think one thing I'm really hoping for, and it did give a sense of that, is that it retains that, I guess, sense of cinematic nature, if that makes sense. You know, like it felt very cinematic with the music and the way that the battle system is
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Let's put that back on.
So yeah, what about you? Yeah, how'd you feel about that?
Don't know.
I mean,
I'm
as someone that
definitely
doesn't have a PlayStation, so
Yeah, I'm definitely less excited now than I was before.
fair enough.
Yeah, it's a tricky one because for me, the cinematic black and white thing was cool.
Yeah,
Was new,
Yeah.
something I haven't seen before.
yeah.
Everything else is something I've seen before in another game. You know, Sekiro
Yeah,
done
in
the Japanese
some
samurai
form.
thing recently.
Hmm.
The assassinations.
Hello, everyone.
are
I'm
just-
Jason Connell from Sucker
With
Punch
Batman
Production.
and Assassin. I mean, it's
We have
Batman,
a lot
Assassin's
to
Creed. It's
show
any
today
kind of
about
game. really.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Middle-earth Shadow of
Combat,
War.
customization,
You know,
special
it's been done
modes.
multiple times.
But first,
I think
let's
the
take a
thing
look
that's
at
going
how
to
you
separate it, I think,
explore
or the thing that
the
they're
world
going to
of
hope
Tsushima.
that's going to separate it from other games is that it does focus more on the Japanese element of it. You know how, like I said earlier, with the cinematics, Japan has a very specific style of cinema. The way they've portrayed those the samurai fights, it's very specific. And
Yeah, but then
if
nothing about the exploration made me want to explore it.
exploration has been at the
It
heart
looks
of our
beautiful.
open world design
That's the
Yeah.
only
since the
thing
very
that makes me
beginning.
want to. I don't. But then
But you
I'm
can't have
looking at it,
exploration
there's
if you don't
nowhere
have
I'm going.
curiosity.
Ooh, I want to go there.
I
So we've
yeah,
It's just like
continually
that's nice
asked
to look at.
ourselves,
I'm not
Yeah.
interested
How do
in
we let the
going
island
there.
guide
you
you
know?
I think it
the
all
most
depends then
thematic
how
and immersive ways
how
possible.
the next time we see any game gameplay, how the world is, because we've seen enough combat, we've seen how the game plays. So I guess the next step is, what is the world like? Is it filled? Because like we've said before, if it's just a big world that looks pretty.
Yeah, I see those question marks and it really worries me. And like the whole like following the foxes to the thing is cute, but like it's just another finding random stuff that gives you perks and finding.
Yeah. How many times can you follow a fox and be like, okay, I've done this like 10 times already?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I do feel similar in that respect. However, it does appeal to me on many levels as well, because I do like those types of games. Like I said, I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn now, and I'm loving that game. It's very similar, and it's stylized in Japan.
Yeah.
So it does appeal to me, but yeah, there are a few things I'd like to see more before I go, okay, maybe that's a Game of the Year contender. I think it will be. I think just based on how it looks and how it plays, I do feel like it's going to be a Game of the Year contender. Just purely based on that.
Things that haven't come out yet. Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Ugh. It's a crazy year, though.
Yeah. It's such a crazy year. I don't know how. Again, this game's not out yet, so I can't say for sure. But it just feels like I'm not seeing enough new or innovative.
Yeah.
At the end of a console generation, where you really expect them to push the boat out. I'm not seeing enough that makes me go, oh yeah, this will be Game of the Year.
Yeah. I think, well, normally
like, I've seen Bears take down NPCs in Far Cry 3.
Red Dead Redemption. I mean, do the horses have testicles? That's what everyone's wondering. That's.
Is that what everyone's wondering?
I think
or is
so.
that what you're wondering?
Yes. No, but it is kind of that level of detail that Red Dead Redemption 2 went into. Maybe they have to.
Like this farmstead.
I don't
that's
see
been taken
anywhere
over
near
by
the
the
level of
Mongols.
detail that Red Dead 2's got.
Can also take you to your next big story
But
moments,
then,
or
it's
even
a
help
very,
you find rare
very thin
collectibles.
slice of what they're showing us.
But what about
Yeah,
things that you
and
don't
I think
know
it-
about, you
I
haven't
think-
seen yet, that you don't know exist?
As a kind of
Keep your
first
eyes
take,
peeled for other
I'm kind of like,
visual
okay,
cues.
this is it for me personally, as someone that already owns a PlayStation. I'm like, okay, I'm probably going to buy the game. I'm going to buy the game anyway. But if I wasn't going to buy it after seeing that, I probably would be buying the game.
Yeah.
But I think, as someone that doesn't have a PlayStation, I imagine that's not something that's going to make you buy a PlayStation.
Well, before I was going, I could probably find a cheap PS4. Grab Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2,
Yeah.
Uncharted Collection, Uncharted 4, Spider-Man, God of War.
Spider-Man, man. Oh.
I could just hopefully find a cheap PS4 and make my way through the exclusives. This has made me wanting to do that less.
To be fair, if you're a fan of Spider-Man games,
Stay away, my lord.
oh my god! I mean, we're not here to talk about Spider-Man, but I could talk all day about Spider-Man. That game was, so good. As a fan of just those games, not even Spider-Man in general.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, personally, I will definitely buy it. But it is interesting that you say that if you didn't, it would not be something that makes you buy a PlayStation 4, which is totally fine.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Yeah, I don't know if we've got much more to say on this, really.
Yeah, I think we should probably should we park it there? Should we leave it there today?
Shall we tie up the horse?
Yeah. Thank you very much if you've been watching us. Let us know what you thought of Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes.
Leave us a message. Follow us on Video Games Ahoy on Facebook, Twitter, on our Patreon. We've got a new episode of
YouTube.
the podcast coming out on YouTube as well.
You can see this on YouTube as well.
Exactly. We'll be putting this on YouTube soon, either tonight or tomorrow. But check us out. We got a new podcast coming out on Saturday. And yeah, take care of yourselves. We love you all.
Stay safe. Stay sane.
yeah.
Play video games.
Yes. Oh, maybe that should be the new tag. Stay safe. Stay sane. Play video games.
Yeah. Pay me for
I
that.
like it.
Pay me for that.
Yeah.
commission.
Right. Yeah. I'll send you some virtual dollar. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Ahoy.
Ahoy.